Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Gypsy Juice Intuitive Tarot. I am back again for yet another collective energy reading to play cards with you, and I have come up with a very exciting new style game which I'm super excited about, and I hope you have a tenth as much fun watching this and participating in it as I do playing it, because I'm telling you, it's pretty fun. And I'll tell you how it works in a second here. First, I'm going to give you my little pitch. Please do not leave my channel without subscribing. Pretty please. It helps me out so much to get a little bit of a wider reach. And as I get more and more well-versed with these cards, they get more and more informative every time. And as I say, if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, it will have a wonderful message for you. You can let yourself in on some things. I mean, even sometimes I'll come back months later to readings I've done and I'm like, wow, should have listened to my own advice there. Awesome. So it's just kind of a stepping out of the way and letting it go. I just love how they all sort of fall into place. They all kind of stack up. So without further ado, don't forget to subscribe and like. I'm going to explain the rules here, my own rules that I just made up. Okay, so I'm going to draw two piles, and what we normally do is you pick a crystal or a card that you're attracted to, and then I do a reading for each. So this time, I got this like hokey 90s like tattoo flash art, which is it's a really entertaining little book, okay? So I'm going to draw two piles. I'm not going to tell you what's in the piles, especially for those of you that have a little bit of knowledge of the cards. No cheating now. I'm going to add them up to a number. And I'm not even going to tell you how many I pick. So, and then I'm going to go to a page number, and I'm going to give you a spread like so, you know, and you're going to pick out whatever it is that it came up to, okay? So I'm going to do this real quick. I've already shuffled these cards like a zillion times while I was trying to smooth over these rules, but it's going to be pretty awesome. This is a really unique way to do it. And again, you know, I'm not real big on doing the zodiac readings because there's just so many, and I feel like it's like the sun, moon, rising signs, and this way you can just tap right into your intuition and get like a more honed in reading, you know? So here we go. So the first pile, wow, that one wanted to come out. Nice. That's not even a number, that's a court card, but we'll put it in the reading. So let's see. Not to give anything away. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do them how I see fit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First pile, let's see what page it takes us to. So, okay. Court card, we got 8, 17. Okay, so first we got page 20. We're going to, what is this here? What are we going to get? What is it going to come out to be? And let's take this a notch up here and say, I mean, you don't have to do it this way if you're super against tattoos. Wow. So we're in the angels and demons section. You're going to look at this whole spread. I'm not going to be unfair. You know, so if you had to get a tattoo on your body, you got the choice of either this spread. Okay. And I'm going to show it to you again now. You know, don't think about it too hard. Just see, like you have to do an impulsive tattoo. All right. You don't have to pick a specific one. It just has to be one of these 2 page spreads, all right? I'm going to mark that page. And then what's our other pile going to say here? 2 plus 17. Well, we got 2 court cards there. Okay, page 19. Really? Are you serious? Okay, it's just 1 page back. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, so it looks like I thought it was going to be the same spread. But, yeah. Okay, so you got this spread between this guy. Have a good look now. Don't think about it too hard. Or it was what, the very next page. Or one of these guys. So you got like the black and gray versus the color. There's some contrast there. So this was the first group. And again, the second group. I'd love to hear your comments. So this is page 18 and 19. And the other page is 20 and 21. Okay, got it? So I hope you found something you could live with for the rest of your life on one of these 2 pages. Or if not, just pick one you're drawn to, okay? One spread you're drawn to. So we're going to start with this spread, pages 19 and 20. So if you picked this one, is the one you are most drawn to. We are going to start your reading right now. Wow. Okay. Okay. Nice. All right, so first up at the plate, we got the Hermit. The Hermit, a card I'm very familiar with. This is all about retreating into solitude to figure out what you really think, tapping into your inner wisdom. So maybe you've had a little bit of that time of, sometimes people perceive it as boredom, but it's there for a reason, trust me, because it's all about that inner, reflection, seeking your innermost wisdom to get clarity, to gain clarity, to figure out your next move on your journey. All right, and in this deck, I like this one because this Hermit is depicted as like a wanderer instead of crouched in this little hobbit hole. He's sort of like, look at him. He's got his little walking staff. He's got his like kind of like nappy sack or his like cloak or whatever, and he's driven away. He's like, God, gotta get away from all of these influences because they're really clouding me and I cannot even hear myself think. So I've got to, and this could be an appropriate thing right now with all the quarantine going on. I mean, don't let that whatever. It's whatever. Forget I even said that, okay? So it's more like a stepping away to tap into your innermost wisdom, to speak to your soul, to speak to your core, to figure out what you really think, instead of some outside influence or whatever, to really tap into what your soul is saying to you, all right? So this is either you've been going through this time and you're really resonating with that. If you pick these colorful angels and sexy devil girl pinup cartoon girls. So like it's a time to go into that solitude. And I mean, it doesn't need to be constant, but it's just, so next we got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is like an emotional, very empath. The card of the classic empath, the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy. And this could, with a combination of that, and I'm kind of cheating here looking ahead, with a combination of that, yes. So this could be kind of a thing like clouding your judgment, emotions clouding your judgment, because you're so caught up in your feelings that it's hard to see beyond that or make any kind of logical plan because your emotions are so overwhelming right now. So I see a kind of a need to step away and really reflect, not only on the emotions, but logically as well. Give yourself some space to let those cool down in order to find that inner wisdom and see what really is the best action to take. So I'm seeing you kind of being almost kind of in an indecisive place because of overwhelming emotions. Okay. And so next up we got Justice. And this card this is interesting. They're flip-flopped in a lot of decks. In this Art Nouveau deck, it's interesting because it's number 8. And in most decks it's number 11, but that's neither here nor there. But number 8, the Justice card in this deck, this is like that cool, cold, and like I said before, like your emotions getting in the way of logic. It's like that cold, rational look cutting through everything and weighing out for the truth. Okay? So it's like not letting emotions sway you one way or the other in whatever your life situation is right now. It could be anything. I'm seeing here, this is like a... it could be anything, but in this particular reading, it looks like it's about love. It looks like it's about union or lovers. This isn't the Lovers card. This is the Two of Cups, which I don't really know which one is better. The Lovers can mean a lot of things. You can interpret it literally. The Two of Cups, it can also mean a lot of things. It can mean harmony with emotions. So what I'm seeing here is like a fairness in some kind of relationship, but you need to step away first to understand what's fair and what's logical and how to conduct yourself in it. So it looks like so either it's an existing relationship or a new one, it doesn't matter, or a connection or something coming to the next level. It's definitely, I mean, I can't get around it. This is a romantic connection. With the Two of Cups. It's like the Two of Chalices here. I mean, look at them. It's like they're into each other, okay? So there's that. And it looks like you need to step away though. You need to come up for air. you need to kind of walk away from. And I'm seeing here very much so that it's more like you already have the ability to tap into how other people are feeling, even if it's hard to see right now because the emotions are sort of overwhelming. And did I get any of these in the, I think this one this one came out in verse, and that's why I was sort of saying it was causing confusion for you, because it was just like an onslaught of a ton of emotion. So this is like something going on in your existing relationship, or you're entering one, or there's something new going on. And this is really cool. The Two of Cups, man. I mean, it's like cool card to draw. It's like kind of exciting if you're looking for a love reading right now. Not that I always gear them that way, but and really pay attention to this Justice card too, because this is that ability to see past any kind of emotion. It's like the balance of emotions and logic, those scales, right? Walking that tightrope and understanding how to conduct yourself in order to have that harmony in that healthy relationship. Because this isn't only just like the card of romance and all this stuff. It's harmony, it's fairness, it's the equal balance of give and take, all right? But I guess the one piece of like stern advice this reading is giving you right now is just the fact that it's like you got to be able to step away and listen to yourself, and not so much take advice from a bunch of other people. It's more like look at it with a cold hard eye here before you get carried away or start anything up, I'm seeing. Okay? But it's all in all, it's a really good reading. So I'm going to pull so again, if you chose these colorful cartoon angel and devils, which is awesome, because that's like it's like the Two of Cups and this sort of like you look at this, it's like Cupid girls, I guess. Like look at there's this like little Jessica Rabbit-y cartoon one down there, and this like you could even chose this rose, whatever. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, but let's draw a spirit animal card for this too. So this is definitely like a relationship based reading right here, and the need to step away. Ooh, okay, 2 popped out. Okay, we're gonna take them. Ooh, wow. Okay, so very clear. All you have to do is have confidence in yourself, self-esteem, confidence, walking with confidence, knowing that, feel good about yourself, basically. It's okay to be into yourself and have confidence in what you have to offer. And if somebody doesn't appreciate that, boo-hoo for them. Like, move on. That's not, it's like whatever. If something just didn't work out or whatever, keep on going. It's there. It's there, right? And I think of the Five of Cups a lot. I didn't draw that card, but it's like in a lot of traditional decks, it's like the Five of Cups will have 3 cups that are spilled, and there's 2 cups behind the dude that are still full, which always brings me back to this card, which is saying he's so focused on all these cups that are spilled, and he's like, like freaking out. Like, this is something horrible happened, and all I can see is my 3 cups that are spilled all over the ground, but there's still those 2 cups behind him and that potential. So this isn't even really a pep talk reading. It's like it's already there for you, I'm seeing, or it's coming in very soon, or it's already come. But it's just this card, I don't really draw it a whole lot. I'm not even sure if I've ever drawn it in these collective energy readings. The Lovers has been coming out, which is kind of like a choice between 2 paths thing, which is in the reading. So if you've been following these, there might have been a choice between 2 paths. And if it was with people specifically, like a choice between relationships or something like that, or a choice on where to focus your energy, it looks like it's coming to fruition right now, according to this reading. So walk with confidence, because you know what you really want by walking away from other influences and going into solitude, right? And so that gives you confidence and self-esteem. And then the lottery card, the turkey, like winner, winner, chicken dinner. Like this is the whole like, this card is like the card of good luck, the turkey. It's like the good fortune eagle. What is it in the Native American? It's like the good luck eagle, the good fortune eagle, something like that. But this is like you won it. You won the lottery. But you have to have that confidence. Like, don't shrink away. Walk with confidence and self-esteem. Wow, what a great reading. Holy crap, it's springtime. Love is in the air. I mean, okay, that concludes it. for our angels and devils on that reading. So, man, tough act to follow. Tough act to follow. What do we got for this this black and white? The black and gray still looks like demonic Ariel there in the middle. All right, what do we got for this? Okay, so here's our pile. First, we've got number 2, the Papis, or the High Priestess. So she is all about that intuition, the information from the cosmos, connecting to a higher realm, psychic abilities. She's kind of like the wife of the magician, or the opposite of the magician, which is card 1. So the magician is like the instant manifester, right? So like the thoughts becoming things. She's more like on the esoteric side of things, like the passive side of him. So it's more like the brewing of the thoughts, so the connecting of the sort of the work behind attaining the next level of consciousness is what she's about. Or, you know, if you're on your spiritual journey, like downloads, like when you're going through a lot of downloads, I always think of her, this the High Priestess. So she's the divine feminine piece of the magician, basically, is what she's about. So next we've got the star in this reading. So this card, the Path of the Stars here. It's all about in this deck specifically, like your path is written in the stars, like the intricate nature of the universe, this incredibly beautiful, intricate journey that we're all on. And if you started experiencing synchronicities, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just like, it's almost like your soul planned it long before it ever happened. And it's just like those weird things that just pop up and happen. So it's like maybe for some of you, with a combination of these, it's becoming aware of those on a different level. It's a level up in consciousness with like, it's just like, wow, it's like life is a little more intricate than I had thought. And even if you were already in tune to that, it could be in a different way. Like it was like, yeah, whatever, that's old news. I already am aware of synchronicities. It's like, well, guess what? There's another level of them. It's like that snail shell that like goes around in the spiral. It's just like, it's not a straight line. You just keep on coming back to the old same truths and finding deeper meaning in them. So it's like giving you this new hope. It's just like spiritual downloads, new understandings, a rise in consciousness is what I'm seeing so far here for you. So, and this, we've got the Knight of Swords, which is the fastest knight in the deck. So to me, this is saying that this is happening at an alarming rate. And maybe some drama is going down. It's also the card of drama, I'm sorry to say. But so it could be causing some upheaval, some drama, some of this new awareness that you're experiencing, because sometimes it's messy, you know, because sometimes it catches you off guard and you don't know what to do. And so it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, I have got to have a knee-jerk reaction to this and act very quickly. This card can mean so many things. That this the Knight of, I'm sorry, did I say wands? Swords. But he's still I was saying the definition right, but maybe I said wands. But the Knight of Swords is, he's the fastest in the deck, the left brain thinking, the quick actor, and swords, the suit of swords has a lot of drama in it though. So just be warned about that. It's just like, be careful about knee-jerk reactions right now. That's the scary part. And then finally, we've got, the King of Wands for your conclusion. So this is like this, like, he's like the creative, sort of the go-getter, like the real charismatic, confident, fiery personality. All right. So it's just like this, so a very, very strong masculine presence, and also this strong, like intuitive, the feminine part of this too. So I'm seeing this as like, you're doing a lot of inner work here. I don't even know if it's inner work. It's almost like it's time spiritually for you to come to a new understanding, like whether you're working at it or not, it's just kind of happening for you. And so as the result, it's sort of like giving you this fiery, confident, sort of like the moose in the last reading, air about you. All right. But it's just like, in the difference though, in this reading, if you chose the black and gray tattoo flash art there, it's kind of like it's more like an inner awareness thing, or just like getting synchronistic events around you and seeing that and recognizing that very deeply, coming to a new understanding and being like, oh wow, there's way more than meets the eye on this one. And I can see this as like reflecting on situations too, and then being like, whoa, I totally missed that, but that something deep happened that I didn't even, I missed or I glossed over before. Okay, so let's draw a spirit animal card for you guys, or maybe two, and we will wrap it up. Let's see what happens. Let's do two in this one too, since we did two for the colorful cartoon people. Are these black and gray angels. Woo! Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. Oh man! Let's see what we got first. Okay. First we got the freaking upside down dolphin. Comes out so much. You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe through these downloads. Okay, so if it's causing drama, we gotta step back and not act so quickly. Wow, I mean, everybody could use that lesson, right? So knee-jerk reactions, all of that stuff. What is your solution to that? It is slowing down and breathing. There are a lot of helpful videos on YouTube and all sorts of stuff. You can go to a yoga class. You can do all of that those other things to help you process this. It's a very simple message. It's like, I think this is maybe in this deck, like the most simple message is the upside down dolphin. It's like, wow, you really gotta breathe, you know? But here is one of, oh, there's this one hiding too. That goes right hand in hand. This was in the last reading, actually. I'll make it really quick. The squirrel, gathering. Gathering, what did I just say? It goes right hand in hand with that. It's like these synchronistic events stacking up that you're seeing meaning to, that you're finding deeper meaning in. And remember, people, I mean, this is like, just because something resonates with you doesn't mean that it's going to mean something to someone else, okay? And that's the other meaning that I didn't mention behind this star card, especially in this particular deck. It very much stresses to surround yourself when you've gone through a meaningful experience with people who are going to respond positively to you and not like shoot you down and just be like, wow, you're crazy. Like, stay away from those people, all right? I mean, I'm not saying you have to surround yourself with somebody who's like sitting in a bed of roses and burning sage and it's like, oh, everything's so great. I mean, I'm not saying that, but just positive energy, okay? Positive influences. When something has happened to you in your life that's meaningful to you, make sure you are selective about who you share it with, for God's sakes, all right? It's important because you've been gathering these things and they're coming to much deeper meanings. And it's gonna come to light soon, I'm seeing. So to conclude, one of my favorite cards in the animal deck is the swan, and that is grace. That is grace, and that is coming out of so many situations. It's like swans get dirty, they go in the mud, they go like it's just, you know, they go into dirty places, but they're one of the most beautiful creatures, right? They're one of the most dirty and beautiful creatures there are. So it's just like, it's the message of grace. And they're also like the symbol of unconditional love, which is why it's, you know, one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's like that oneness, the universal oneness, universal love. I would very much correlate this card, like if this were a tarot card, I would say it's the Ace of Cups. That's just my opinion. But this is, you know, the swan. It's a really beautiful card to wrap that up with if you chose the black and gray tattoos, which are demonic Ariel mermaid angels. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it was really, really definitely two good, bright, positive readings, which during this time I think was very appropriate. So thank you to the powers that be. And I hope you're enjoying your weekend and having a great night. And thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day or evening. Bye now.